In the realm of American college football, Rhys Dakin from Iowa stands out as a remarkable testament to the talent Australia produces in punting. Dakin's journey took an unexpected turn when he had to forego a promising career in Australian rules football, redirecting his ambitions towards college football in the United States. If you think homesickness would be a constant burden for Rhys Dakin, think again. While he sometimes longs for the familiar comforts of his hometown in Melbourne, Australia, and the delicious Chinese cuisines he used to enjoy, that's an ocean away, specifically 8,500 miles and a grueling 27-hour flight. Instead, Dakin finds solace in a group chat on Snapchat. In this digital space, 10 to 12 of Dakin's close friends from Australia share similar experiences, navigating life across the globe in pursuit of their dream to kick a football and potentially earn a substantial income. This virtual connection serves as a comforting reminder that he's not trekking this challenging path alone. We're all punters, so we discuss the various challenges we encounter while adapting to life away from our Australian colleges. Dakin explained, understanding that we're all facing the same hurdles provides a sense of camaraderie and makes the transition smoother, knowing we aren't alone in this journey. An unexpected encounter. Prior to Iowa's game against Massachusetts on September 13, Dakin serendipitously met 3 Australian players on Massachusetts' special teams. This encounter so resonated with him that he made it a point to capture a photograph together. Such interactions are special for him, as he frequently seeks out fellow Australians on the football field. The catalyst for many Australian punters making their way to American football is ProKick Australia, a Melbourne-based program dedicated to transforming talented Australian athletes into college football specialists. However, the entrance to this program is selective, and Dakin's application process was purely serendipitous. While growing up in Melbourne, a city well known for its fervent Australian rules football culture, Dakin's father, Mark, who also played the sport, encouraged him to take up the game as early as 6 years old. Football was a family tradition, ingrained in Dakin's upbringing. I belong to a family that has always played and celebrated the sport. Melbourne is a hotspot for football talent, so I was constantly surrounded by it, he shared. The variances between Australian rules football and American football are stark. With nearly continuous play and minimal padding, all 18 players on each team can attack and defend simultaneously. The ball is primarily passed using kicks rather than traditional throws. It's not about tossing the ball like in rugby. You mostly punch the ball to teammates while kicking and sprinting makes up about 70% of the game, Dakin clarified. That's the foundation of my skill set, giving me the ability to punt football effectively. Dakin participated in Australian rules football throughout his high school years at Mazenod College, a Catholic institution in suburban Melbourne. By 18, he towered at 6'4" and had dreams of joining the ranks of professional Australian rules football players. However, as the draft day approached, the reality of his situation hit him hard. You need to be incredibly fit to keep up in Australian rules football, and I realized that it might not suit me, he admitted. That's when I decided to explore different avenues. That exploration led Dakin to Flagstaff, Arizona, where his mother, Leanne, originated from. Heeding his parents' suggestion, he traveled south to the AZ Kicking and Training Facility in Phoenix to consider punting. The coaches at the facility quickly identified his potential. They observed my technique, offered helpful tips to refine my skills, and immediately recognized that I could make it to the Division I level, Dakin recounted. They encouraged me to apply to ProKick upon returning to Melbourne. Dakin dedicated himself to training with ProKick, while also balancing his academic commitments and concluding his Australian rules football season. His investment in this training bore fruit, when scholarship offers started rolling in soon after he joined the program. ProKick wisely withheld the names of the schools making offers, but one opportunity stood out to Dakin. Iowa Special Teams Coordinator LeVar Woods discovered Dakin's video footage and was intrigued. However, to truly understand the person behind the performance, Woods flew to Australia in November 2023 to meet Dakin personally. Watching game tape is useful. His skills are undeniably impressive, Woods remarked. Yet the essence of a player often only surfaces during face-to-face interaction. Rhys is extraordinarily authentic, dedicated, and comes from a great family. Attributes that we value at Iowa. During his visit, Dakin and Woods discussed little about football. Instead, they focused on getting to know each other. This approach left a lasting impact on Dakin and his family. Coach Woods wasn't solely interested in my football prowess. He wanted to understand my background and upbringing, which helps in coaching me better, Dakin shared. Feeling reassured by Woods' genuine concern for his well-being, it felt like stepping into another family. Additionally, my family was at ease, knowing I would be in good hands with someone as trustworthy and caring as Coach Woods, who genuinely wants to see me thrive. Making the decision to commit to Iowa became a clear choice for me. A month later, Dakin made his commitment official, succeeding the remarkable All-American punter and Ray Guy Award winner Tory Taylor. Adapting to a new environment, Dakin's first visit to Iowa City occurred in January 2024, during one of the coldest spells of the year, where a winter storm awaited him. However, despite the harsh weather, his commitment remained solid. Woods expressed some concern about the timing of Dakin's visit, but remained optimistic, stating, "If you enjoy it in this cold, June and July will feel wonderful." Although he conducted research prior to his arrival, nothing could fully prepare Dakin for the extreme winter temperatures. To gain some familiarity, he even watched a few YouTube videos about Iowa. "Before coming, I had no idea where Iowa was," Dakin said, laughing. "What I found through those videos painted the city in a favorable light." Moreover, after looking into head coach Kirk Ferentz, I realized Iowa has a well-structured program, which my coaches corroborated. They praised him highly. Tory Taylor echoed those sentiments too. Interestingly, despite both hailing from the same city and having trained within the same punting program, Dakin and Taylor didn't have a prior relationship. Their communication picked up after Dakin made his commitment. Taylor, now kicking for the NFL's Chicago Bears, offered guidance to Dakin from afar, even extending his jersey number 9, which Dakin proudly wears while playing. Taking on the legacy of a player like Taylor could seem intimidating, yet Dakin remains focused on carving his path. Iowa kicker Drew Stevens pointed out, Dakin is adept at avoiding the comparison trap. He certainly has awareness of it, but he's handled the pressure of performing authentically as Rhys Dakin, remaining true to his unique style and abilities. Stevens, having collaborated closely with both Dakin and Taylor, acknowledges the parallels between the two, particularly in the way they make punting seem deceptively easy. From an outsider's perspective, many think it's just about being able to kick the ball as far as possible. However, there's so much more to it. Most underestimate the complexity involved in executing a well-timed kick while maintaining speed on the field. That's the real challenge. What sets Dakin apart further is his positive character. He is an outstanding teammate and a genuinely kind individual who cares for his teammates more as people than just athletes, said Woods. He's a loyal friend and a devoted team member. I've never heard anyone utter a negative word about him, Stevens added. He's a big-hearted guy who brings a unique energy, especially being from Australia. Yes, he might have felt a bit out of place when he first arrived, but after a year in the program and bonding with the guys, he's grown into a valued member of our team. Dakin made his competitive debut as a punter for the Hawkeyes against Illinois State in 2024, logging an impressive 64 punts covering 2,822 yards in his inaugural season at Iowa, landing him in 9th place nationally for total punting yards. Notably, 6 out of the 8 punters ranked above him are also from Australia. What we see is a consistent ability to uncover talented individuals and guide them into the American football framework, Woods noted. They impart a rigorous work ethic and emphasize the commitment we expect from our athletes in this sport. Dakin collected several accolades, including being named FWAA Freshman All-American, part of the PFF All-True Freshman Team, second team All-Big Ten by the media, and third team All-Big Ten by the coaches, along with receiving AP second team and Phil Steele third team honors for All-Big Ten. Last year was his introductory phase. Every time he stepped onto the field, it was a fresh experience for him, said Woods. You can discuss strategies in practice and visualize scenarios, but nothing truly prepares you for the live action until you're amidst it. Rhys has shown great growth with every series and every chance he has had to contribute. The transition from Australian rules football to American college football in terms of punting seems to have been seamless for Dakin. Not only did it provide a cushion for his aspirations that may have fallen short in the AFL career, but his successful journey owes much to ProKick Australia. I have absolutely no regrets about my choice to come here. This is my true calling, and I am leveraging my strengths to excel, Dakin affirmed confidently. I truly believe this is exactly where I am meant to be.